You've ever used those dating apps? Well, actually, I have a story about, it was my first time using a dating app. I was looking for a fishing app. Those apps that are, they're supposed to show you where the fishes are. And I clicked on and downloaded an app, very misleading. It was misleading because it was called Plenty of Fish. I spent countless hours just perfecting my profile because I was under the impression that it would help me locate more and bigger fishes. Instead, I matched with a woman, and it was peculiar because she didn't have any legs, because those people are in stories as well. Because I'm sick and tired of pretending that everybody in every story has legs. This is a story where somebody in the story just happens to not have any legs. The crazy thing, in her application pictures, you can't tell she doesn't have any legs. Looking at the picture, you'd think everybody has legs. She sent me a message. She said, just come in and walk into the bedroom. She lived in a studio apartment. When I walked in, it wasn't hard, not very hard to find her in the bed. There I saw her, same pretty face, same woman in the profile pic. I go in there, she had the covers pulled up extra high. And I'm still thinking everybody here has legs. Like if somebody ran in there and asked, who has legs in here? I think both she and I would have raised our hands. I thought she was just laying Indian style. And it doesn't matter if somebody doesn't have legs, but I deserve to know. I want to share two stories with American people today. Two stories that they will melt your heart. They will let you know beyond the reasonable shadows in the pasture, even if you doubt Wisconsin. First story, I was at Kroger. Before I made it inside, I saw a baby locked in a car. My first instinct was to sniff the baby's hair. Then I thought I could rescue the baby, but there was a window there. So my urge to do the right thing grew stronger and stronger. So I found a huge rock and I proceeded to throw it through the window. To my surprise, the window broke quietly. Actually, the window, it was down. After realizing this, I quickly ran to the car. Bad day for the baby, but I had to think fast. I reached in there with my entire body. I reached in there and I sniffed that baby before I got away. So I'm a hero. I'm a hero because my uncle Pervis, he lives in Nebraska or maybe Colorado. Well, my point is that he is American citizen. And during a time when it's so hard for employers to employ people, Uncle Pervis, he said, I'm going to accept. He accepted a lower wage. He accepted a lower wage and has joined the ranks of the gay fully employed. He works at a summer camp with young boys and girls that are about to be molested. I know what you're thinking. Shame. Shame on you for thinking that, for thinking less of a man, just because the pay isn't what you would accept. Sometimes, as Mexicans, we must lower our standards in order to land a job that makes us happy. And if you ask Uncle Pervis, he'll tell you he hasn't worked a day. He has not worked a single day in his entire life. That's only because he loves his job. The pay might not be great, but the benefits, well, you know.
First thing that happened to me, very bad thing, it was one of the worst. I was in Wilmington, Delaware, a real shit town, total shit town. You probably never heard of it. Google has probably never heard of it. And I was mugged. I was mugged by a crackhead. It was a scary time, very scary time indeed. And as I looked into this crackhead's eyes, he looked very familiar. Then I say to him, Hunter, what in the hell Do you want from me, Hunter? I'll tell you, Joe, I'm lucky to be alive today. Joe? Earth to Joe, how freaking cute. He's taking a nap. Bless his heart, bless his beautiful heart. Just let him sleep, let him sleep. He needs his rest. He needs lots and lots of rest. Sleepy Joe, I'll finish my story.
What? Who's there?
It's me, Joe, Donald.
Donald, you're wearing a red tie.
Yeah, very good, Joe. We're talking about your son. Do you remember Hunter?
I was a young boy. It was probably when I was 1 or 2 years old. I don't remember the exact age, but I can remember that my mom got mad at me because I couldn't say my name. Also, shallow ground is easier to walk on. You don't want to walk in the deep end of the pool. And my favorite has always been peanut butter. That's because there's really no limit as to what you can do with peanut butter. You can eat it with bread, Jell-O, you can dip celery in it. And also, even chicken nuggets with ranch.